Looks like we are up here. Um, Wait for some people to join up. I'm just kind of going live to just kind of hang out and chat with some of you guys. If anybody's available here, we can talk about whatever. Obviously, this is a mobile mechanic channel, so obviously the general topics will be related to that. But if any of you guys have any questions or if you just want to chat with me, definitely feel free to put some comments down below in the chat box, and I'll be happy to chat with you here. Probably stay on here for 10 or 15 minutes and see if anybody joins up here. This is going to be my first time going live, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, get the chat box open. Let's see. Do that. And then let me try to see here how I can get the chat box visible. Okay. Okay, I guess it's just gonna pop up there right on. Still waiting for some people to join up here. May have been a little better if I announced it or set it for a later time so some people could join. Right now it's about 7:15 my time, and so I would imagine for those on the West Coast it's probably about 5:15. East Coast it's probably 8:15. I'm not really too sure about other time zones. Yeah, we'll give a minute here, see if anyone will join up. Crack open a Coca-Cola soda pop, one of my favorite drinks. All right, looks like we got Coach in the house. What's going on? I'm just doing a little live stream here, mechanic chat. If you have any questions or just want to talk about some stuff, I'm gonna be on here for a little while, probably another 10-15 minutes. How you been doing? Let's see. Yes, what is the question? I'm ears. All right, looks like we got a couple people joined up now. Yeah, once again, I'm here doing a little live stream, just hang out with you guys, get to know some of you, say what's up, have a mechanic chat, whatever comes up. Do you prefer to work in a brick and mortar shop, or is being mobile better? I would say there's pros and cons to both. Right now in the wintertime, I definitely miss the brick and mortar. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Having a lift is excellent. But yeah, the main downside to being mobile is just the elements. The weather is horrible, especially in the Midwest. It's extremely cold, and I'll just be completely honest with you. My motivation level to go out and do jobs sometimes is decreased significantly because of the weather. And then, of course, like I said, the other thing is probably the lift. I definitely miss that. But working as a mobile guy, you get to set your own schedule. You pretty much have complete control over your business. You're also able to make a lot more because there's not a whole lot of mobile mechanic businesses, at least none that I know of, where you're an actual W-2 employee with them. Most of them you're going to be 1099, or it's just going to be your own business completely. And so with that being said, you kind of have a lot of control and a lot more pay that you otherwise would not have if you were working in a brick and mortar shop. Are you completely independent, or are you working through a third party? Do they offer health benefits? So right now I've got my own business. It's I call it Pop-Up Garage. It's a little logo that my buddy drew up for me. I'm trying to get that off the ground right now. I've done about 3 jobs this year. I actually got it started up back in September, got my LLC and everything like that set up. I'm just trying to do a little bit of marketing, try to get some clientele built up for that. And otherwise, I am working with a third party who contracts me out, and that's where I've been getting the majority of my mobile mechanic jobs for the past 8 years or so. I went mobile. I used to work at Tires Plus, and I went mobile in August of 2015, but it was just part-time. And then in 2015, November is when I went mobile mechanic full-time, and I left Tires Plus. But currently with the company I'm with, um, I just want to throw out there, I'm not going to put their name out just for any conflict of interest purposes. But the company that I'm with, due to the fact that I am a 1099 and not a W-2 employee, I am responsible for my own health insurance. So that's the oscilloscope. Do I use one? Right now, I actually don't have one. I wish I had it on me. The Topdon, I'm not sure if you've seen my video of the Topdon unboxing, but I actually got update on the Topdon today where it's able to read scope data. It is not a scope itself. However, you can now use it as the screen. So normally you'd have to hook up a laptop or something, and I actually thought it was a little bit of an inconvenience that I wouldn't be able to hook up the scope and view the data on the screen in my scan tool. But there is a relatively new update to the Topdon Phoenix Lite 2 that gives it the function of viewing the scope data. I actually just did that update today, and because after that was done, I just have to figure out like what exact scopes will work for it, and then I can kind of go from there. I've had my eye on the 4-channel Autel scope, but I'm not sure if that one's going to work with the Topdon or not. I saw another guy on a YouTube short where he had mentioned this update, and I guess there's only 3 different types of scopes that will work. I guess I wrote them down. Launch is one, Think Car is another, and I think it's OWON, OWON or something like that. But once I figure out what scope will work with my scan tool, I'm going to try to get one of those. Let me take a look here and see. Yeah, I'm not able to see that. If I saw that you put another message up there, but it kind of went away, that last one. Would you mind typing that one again? But yeah, as far as the scope goes, I'm working on it. I'm definitely trying to get a scope. I'm interested in learning more about using those for sure, because there's been several jobs that I've had to pass up because of not having one. So. Oh, the tech school thing. I would say yes, I did go to tech school. The one I went to, I went in high school, and then I also went to community college. But the tech school I went to in high school was a 2 year program, and I only did the second year, which I guess it would be the first year, but I did it as a senior. And then I went to community college and I did the engines class, I did the brakes class, and the steering and suspension class. I also took the electrical, but I'll be honest with you, I failed it because I skipped too many days. I was 19, I think, at the time, and just kind of wanted to party and hang out. So unfortunately, I missed out on that opportunity to gain the credit for that. But I did not actually end up getting the certificate or the degree. And ever since then, I worked alongside a couple guys at a couple shops that I've been to who I learned an incredible amount from. And I've also learned an incredible amount from YouTube, which, to be honest, is kind of part of why I'm on here. I'm by no means a master. There's masters and there's beginners. I'm kind of somewhere in this level here. And I just want to, give back a little bit where I can. With the way cars are going, electrical is something you'll have to master to continue working in the automotive industry. 100%. I agree with that 100%. In fact, I'd actually like to go to like a hybrid class or something eventually and start learning about those. I personally think that the hybrid technology is better than full electric, just because the infrastructure, at least in the United States, is not fully set up for that just yet. There's not a lot of places to charge your car, and there's a lot of long lines there. And honestly, the electricity needed can honestly cause just as much pollution to produce that with all of the coal and fossil fuels or whatever that they're using to make that. But the hybrid vehicles are self-charging essentially with the regenerative braking, and therefore you kind of get the best of both worlds. And I like hybrids quite a bit. Don't contribute to all EV vehicles, it'll be a downfall. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. We'll just have to see how stuff plays out. Honestly, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I do know that the U.S. government is every year kind of raising the bar on what the minimum fuel economy needs to be across the fleet of particular manufacturer. So they're kind of going to have to put out more and more electric stuff moving forward in order to meet the demands of the government. Regen braking is actually technology that was first put in place by Formula One in the early 2000s. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I didn't know that. Um, I know that hybrid technology in general was, I think it started out in trains or something like that. Um, so that's kind of cool. Um, let's see here. All right. Well, it does look like we have been on here for about 14, 15 minutes now. Looks like we had a few people join up. Had a decent little conversation here. Maybe next time I will go ahead and post like a update or a message when I'm gonna go live next time, and maybe we can get some more people in here. What's the worst kind of job I've had? Oh man, I don't remember any specifics, but I definitely feel like the worst jobs in general is power steering lines, just because of the way that they're shaped and routed. They're a huge pain, especially in a mobile setting, because you're having to, almost bend it sometimes to get it to fit, and you don't want to kink it, and you're laying under the car, and it's just terrible. Another one that really sucks is exhaust work. I do not care to do exhaust work very much. The bolts are always rusty, and so I just prefer not to do exhaust work. Like I said, look, we've been on here for about 15 minutes now. I just wanted to try out the live thing and see if we could get some people in here for a little conversation. Turned out all right. Next time I will definitely post a like a notice about a hour or so in advance and see if we can get some more people in here. No problem. Thank you too, sir. You guys have a great rest of your evening. See you next time. Stay tuned.